So the Dalai Lama walks into a pizza place, says to the person behind the counter, "Make me one with everything." What's up, guys? It's the No-Nonsense Financial Coach, bringing you dad jokes, bringing you bad jokes, and low production quality. Although today, not a green screen, actually up in the mountains working. Look at this beautiful view. Here, there's an upside down view. How's that? Yeah, this is the cool part about my job. I get to come to places like this. Credit cards. That's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. And this is going to be a little bit of a mini series, probably 3 or 4 episodes. First one is just how credit cards work. How credit cards work for me was on my 18th birthday. My bank sent me a credit card. They gave me a $1,000 limit and like some ridiculous 23% interest rate. And I proceeded to max it out, and I lived with it maxed out for 2 or 3 years. And what finally paid it off was I got a tax return big enough that it basically covered the balance due, and I paid it off, and I canceled the card. And then I lived for, well, I just didn't have credit cards anymore. Let's put it that way. It was not a good experience, and it was because nobody ever explained to me how credit cards work, and that, in my opinion, as I see it now, there's only one proper way to use credit cards. So we'll just talk a little bit about how credit cards work, because some people just don't get it. Basically what it is, the bank gives you a credit card, looks a lot like your debit card, but they're giving you a line of credit, which basically says maybe your limit's $1,000. So they say you can spend $1,000 and we'll fund it. And as a reward for us assuming the risk and us paying for the stuff that you don't have the money to pay for, we're going to charge you interest. So let's say you have a 20% interest rate. I don't think that would be super uncommon, especially for some of you younger people. Gosh, I sound like an old man saying that. I'm only 32. Some of you younger people. You get a 20% interest rate on your credit card. So $1,000 limit. Let's say you go out and spend $100. Your bill shows up at the end of the month, and you think, oh, this is cool. I spent, $100 that I didn't have, and I got some stuff. Maybe you went down to Walmart and bought you some jeans and a baseball hat with your favorite team on it. So the bill shows up, and you go, what in the world? I only spent $100. Why do I have to pay $120? Well, what happened is you carried a balance over. And when you buy something with the bank's money, the bank wants compensation for that. And so they're charging you an interest rate for you being able to spend their money because you don't have the money. And so what happens is you spend $100 and then you owe the bank $120. Now, if you pay the balance off, obviously they're not going to charge you interest. But if you carry the balance over from one statement to the next, you're going to be charged whatever the interest rate is on whatever the balance on the card is. So $100 will cost you $120. But let's play this out. You spend $100, your bill shows up, and it doesn't say you owe $120. It says that you owe, it doesn't say that you owe $100. It says that you owe $120. But actually, there's a minimum payment. And the minimum payment, let's say it's $25. And you think, man, this is even better. I only spent $100. I don't even have to pay it all back right now. I can make payments. Well, what happens is you pay the minimum payment. Let's say it's $25. Your balance goes from $120 down to $95. And you think, this is cool. It cost me $20, but I got what I wanted when I wanted it, and I can just make the payments back. And then the next month rolls around, and your bill's not $95. It's, what would that be? 10 plus 50, it's like $115. And you're like, what in the world? I paid the payment. It should only be $95. Every month that you carry a balance over, you get charged interest. Every month. So it's not a one-time fee because you spent $100. The bank's going to get their $20. Every month you're going to get charged that 20%. And so what's going to happen is if you just keep paying the minimum payments, your balance is going to go down. But by the time you pay off your $100 worth of jeans and a baseball hat from Walmart, you will have spent probably something like $200 or $300. So you got you some $300 jeans, but they're not designer. They're Levi's because you finance them. And that's why credit cards suck. And the way that Americans use credit cards, and a lot of the world probably, I can only speak because I grew up in the U.S. and maybe you're watching this outside the country and it's different somewhere else. But we're terrible in America about personal finances. I shared in the last video, almost 80% of people live paycheck to paycheck, and a lot of that has to do with them having credit card payments. So that's essentially how credit cards work. There's a lot more details to it, and again, guys, at some point the production quality is going to get better. I'm going to have some spreadsheets and matrices and stuff to put up on the screen. Right now you just get my face, Andrew the talking head. But carrying balance on credit cards is a bad idea. It's here's the no-nonsense version of that. It's dumb. It's stupid. You're wasting money so that you can buy some stuff now instead of buying some stuff later. There is an exception to that, and we'll talk about that in the next video. And like I said, it's what I think is the only acceptable way to use a credit card, because there are some silver linings to credit cards. I'm not promoting credit cards. I'm not suggesting you go out and get one, because there's a huge mental side to this. There's an emotional side to this. There's a spiritual side to this. And there's do you have enough self-control to handle having this absolute power? Most of Americans don't. I think the last statistic I heard it was like on average 92% of Americans carry balances on credit cards. It's a bad idea. So look out for the next video. I might release it today as well, but I might film a bunch of these today and then just release them over the next couple days. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. You keep coming back. I'll keep bringing the dad jokes and the bad jokes. And maybe more scenery like this. Maybe I'll find a little bird there. Maybe just Photoshop a bird on there. Probably not going to happen. Anyways, yeah, forest is beautiful. You can do it, guys. Have a good one. Hey guys, real quick, I just watched that video back and I realized I didn't address something and probably came off as a little too much no nonsense. If you're in a position where you've just had a rough patch and life hasn't gone the way that you planned and you've had to kind of finance life on a credit card, I don't want you feeling like I'm picking on you. I don't want you feeling like I think you're a terrible person. I want you guys to win with finances, and I don't want you feeling emotionally and spiritually beat down because Andrew has an opinion. What I was saying is people who use credit cards to finance their lifestyle, that's what's dumb. If you've got medical bills and you lost your job unfairly and you got sick kids and accidents happen, I don't at all want you feeling like I'm picking on you or saying that you're an idiot because you used a credit card to pay for your kids' health care. That's not at all what I was going for. I realized that I didn't really address that. What my video was geared at was the people that use credit cards to finance their lifestyles. Instead of saying I'm going to buckle down and I don't need this stuff, they just go out and they rack up interest charges on financing, eating out, and toys and vacations and stuff like that. So I don't want you to feel like I'm beating up on you. That's not at all what I was going for. Maybe we'll talk a little bit more about stuff like that in the videos to come. So hope I didn't make anybody feel super sadsies as they were watching that. I want you guys to win. I'm here for you. Yeah. So hope you're doing well. Thanks for listening. We'll see you in the next video.